Happy Saturday, and today we're reading from The Fire in the Sanctuary, my poetry book. Again, it's available on Amazon. And today, the message or the poem that we'll be reading is called The Weight and Wonder. It's from a male's perspective, just the burden and the load that men carry. And I just wanted to speak or give voice to it. The weight and the wonder. They think they know me, but most don't see past the posture, past the plans, past the sharp dress calm. I've been the rock, the shoulder, the one who had to know, had to lead, had to hold it all, even when I didn't know what I was holding. Truth is, I was born into the weight, only child, only witness to a mother's love that sometimes held on too tight, and a father who was present, doing his best, carrying all the weight of his own humanity. So I learned to become my own compass, to piece manhood together from fragments. Music, elders, the block, the bond of brothers who didn't know they were fathering me. While we laughed, pledged, poured drinks, and made promises about the kind of men we swore to be, I built legacy while bleeding quietly. And I didn't flinch because kings don't get to panic. We pause, we pray, and then we proceed. Everything I am, I had to earn twice. Once from the world, once from myself. I played the professor, the protector, the provider, but beneath all of that is a man who still bows his head at night and says, "Cover me, God. Keep me grounded. Let me lead without losing myself." I've wrestled with righteousness like a man with something to prove, not to the world, but to the one who called me. I just don't want to be a king. I want to be right with God. Not just crowned in public, but clean in the secret place. So when I lead with conviction, not ego. And still, I step back, not to run, but to breathe out the pressure I've been holding in my chest. The weight of provision, the cost of success, the burden of being him all the time. I retreat not to escape, but to remember who I am when it's just me and God. I don't need applause. I need alignment. I don't need more crowns. I need to feel God's hand when no one's watching. So I stay steady, even when I want to disappear, even when the weight gets too loud. And then there's her. She doesn't belong to me yet. Maybe not ever, but she sees me, and I feel it. Every time she doesn't chase, every time she prays for me without saying it out loud, every time she looks past what I do and speaks to who I am. That kind of woman, she doesn't ask to be chosen. She just becomes the kind of peace a man can finally rest inside. No pressure, just presence. I crave that. Not noise, not performance, just something real. Someone who knows how to hold the king and still see the boy. And if you ask me what makes a man, I'll tell you. It's not just what he carries, it's what he releases. The rage, the pride, the need to be right. It's knowing when to fight and when to fall to your knees. Because even kings get tired of the throne when no one knows the man underneath it. Even warriors want to rest their armor in the lap of someone sacred. Because the ones who don't break are the ones who've already been broken before God and rebuilt with purpose. My name is, I don't always speak loud, but everything about me is saying something. I move the weight. I lead with reverence. I walk into rooms like a man who knows his name was whispered by God before anyone else ever heard it out loud. And I rise, not just because I'm called to, but because I remember who I am. And that's called The Weight and the Wonder. Thank you again for joining me for Saturday poetry readings, and have a blessed day.